So while my gravy is getting hot, I'm going to get my bread ready. In this case, I'm using cobblestone mill white bread, and I've got them set the top, the bottom, the top, the bottom. The bottom, I'm going to put some gravy on it. Then I'm going to put some roast beef that's been in gravy. The top is what I'm going to put mayonnaise on, and then we're going to layer it with lettuce and tomato, and this will make the gravy run down your arm. You can certainly use French bread. I don't care for the hard bread hitting the top of my mouth, so I prefer to get some softer rolls. We can normally just eat one. My husband can eat 1 1/2, and then we have the other one that we can leave in the refrigerator to eat the next day. But we will cut these in half to be able to eat them, but it does take some preparation, and once that roast beef is hot, my husband will hold this over at the stove for me while I layer on the gravy and I layer on the slices of roast beef. So I have my pieces of roast beef in here. I may have more than I actually need, but worst thing that happens is I just have some roast beef soaked in gravy there, so you can't overdo it. I have my lettuce and tomato ready, and on this side I have my mayonnaise, or the tops of the bread at the top, and these at the bottom will be for the gravy, then the slices of roast beef. So the gravy and the roast beef are plenty hot enough, and now I will get an assistant and we will make up the sandwich. Can you stay there? Can you lower it? Yeah, I can drop it back. Now we're going to put some slices of roast beef on here. My fire's off. That looks good, doesn't it? That looks really good.
Really good.
Spin, who needs more? That one looks a little raggedy at the end.
Yeah.
There, okay. Tell me where you want it to go.
Right there.
Okay. Shake off some gravy. Alright. Okay, now you gently bring those over to our island. Alright, so we've got our roast beef and gravy on the bottom, and we're going to go ahead and lettuce and tomato them, but we are going to take these top ones here and we're going to put a little bit of gravy on those, not a whole lot, where we have the mayonnaise. Not the greatest tomatoes in the world, but they beat no tomato. Always salt tomatoes, but I don't need any pepper. Okay, there. And so this is what they look like so far. Now we're going to go spoon some gravy on those top ones, and then I'll show you put them on it and the big mess it makes when you cut them in half. Here's the tops to our po' boys. And remember, this had mayonnaise on it, so it's not going to take in the gravy so well, but you're going to have to flip it fast. Flip it good. You can move your gravy around where you want it if your gravy's thick enough, and it should be. Can you fix that lettuce? Thank you. I don't think you can make these sandwiches alone. Okay, so now we have to cut them in half. Will you get us two each a plate, Chico? These are messy. You are not going to have a date over and eat these. Hot. Okay, there's uno. Those. Wait 1 second. So that's what they look like inside, and you want to eat them while they're hot. Have several napkins because that gravy is going to roll down to your elbows. Mouse toes out.